全なる神に至るために。無から生命を創造しましょう。神を前にどこまであがけるかしら。この鎖が万物を有する。神を前にどこまであがけるかしら。あなたのことを教えて。完全なる神に至るために。無から生命を創造しましょう。神を前にどこまであがけるかしら。 万物を有する。私の理論が今ここで実証される。物言わぬ器に魂を与えましょう。あなたのことを教えて。完全なる神に至るために。無から生命を創造しましょう。神を前にどこまで歩けるかしら。 私の理論は今ここで実証される。物言わぬ器に魂を与えましょう。あなたのことを教えて。完全なる神に至るために。無から生命を創造しましょう。神を前にどこまであがけるかしら。この鎖は万物を有する。 しましょう。神を前にどこまであがけるかしら。この鎖は万物に分する。あなたのことを教えて。完全なる神に至るために。無から生命を創造しましょう。神を前にどこまであがけるかしら。 全なる神に至るために。無から生命を創造しましょう。神を前にどこまであがけるかしら。この鎖は万物を有する。神を前にどこまであがけるかしら。私の理論は今ここで実証される。物言わぬ器に魂を与えましょう。あなたのことを教えて。完全なる神に至るために。 神を前にどこまであがけるかしら。この鎖は万物に分する。神を前にどこまであがけるかしら。あなたのことを教えて。完全なる神に至るために。無から生命を創造しましょう。神を前にどこまであがけるかしら。 の鎖が万物を有する。神を前にどこまであがけるかしら。私の理論は今ここで実証される。物言わぬ器に魂を与えましょう。神の力の一端を見せてあげる。純然たる力を味わいなさい。
阻む者よ。お前を倒し全ての救済を成し遂げよう。力のままに粉砕せよ。炸裂しあまたに走れ。この世界を救うのだ。風よ荒れ狂え。いてついた刃で邪魔をするな。どれほどの猛者であろうともこれがお前たちの力か。黒竜よ来い。貴様の力と我が剣神髄を見せるとしよう。真の恐怖を味わうがいい。我が命に応えよ黒竜。打ち砕け。黒竜よその力で焼き尽くせ。パワーをメテオに。おのれ黒竜よ伝え。下れ降り注げ。さあ食らいつけ。 ままに粉砕せよ。凍てついた刃で風よ荒れ狂え。凍てついた刃で我が命に応えよ黒竜。下れ降り注げ。炸裂しあまたに走れ。さあ食らいつけ。黒竜よ全ての力を絞り出せ。パワーをメテオに。来い聖戦を阻む者よ。お前を倒し全ての救済を成し遂げよう。力のままに粉砕せよ。炸裂しあまたに走れ。この世界を救うのだ。 風よ荒れ狂え。凍てついた刃で邪魔をするな。どれほどの猛者であろうともこれがお前たちの力か。黒竜よ来たれ。貴様の力と我が剣神髄を見せるとしよう。真の恐怖を味わうがいい。我が命に応えよ黒竜。打ち砕け。黒竜よその力で焼き尽くせ。パワーをメテオに。埋もれ黒竜よ伝え。下れ降り注げ。さあ食らいつけ。力のままに粉砕せよ。凍てついた刃で風よ荒れ狂え。 いてついた刃で我が命に応えよ黒竜。下れ降り注げ。炸裂しあまたに走れ。さあ食らいつけ。黒竜よ全ての力を絞り出せ。パワーをメテオに。 お前を倒し全ての救済を成し遂げよう。力のままに粉砕せよ。炸裂しあまたに走れ。この世界を救うのだ。邪魔をするな。どれほどの猛者であろうともこれがお前たちの力か。黒竜よ来たれ。貴様の力と我が剣神髄を見せるとしよう。真の恐怖を味わうがいい。我が命に応えよ黒竜。打ち砕け。黒竜よその力で焼き尽くせ。パワーをメテオに。おのれ黒竜よ来たれ。下れ降り注げ。さあ食らいつけ。 よ。凍てついた刃で風よ荒れ狂え。凍てついた刃で我が命に応えよ黒竜。下れ降り注げ。炸裂しあまたに走れ。さあ食らいつけ。黒竜よ全ての力を絞り出せ。パワーをメテオに。
to run it out. The Lakers are hearing it from this crowd as they take.
Sweldo na! Mag-add to cart na ng 99 pesos and below deals on fashion and beauty. Plus enjoy free shipping. Kaya check out na yan!
Forgetting you guys are into each other. Binge it all for 149 pesos only on Prime Video.
The big thing is not to go down 0-2 because the chances of coming back to win this series against the defending champions is slim to none. Mark? Carlos, the officials, Bennett Salvatore, Steve Chevy, and Don Vaden. Only two teams, the 69 Celtics, the 77 Trailblazers, have ever come back from a 2-0 deficit to win the NBA Finals. Kobe Bryant, Kobe would like to get going. Only 6 of 16 from the field. In controlling the opening tip. See Kobe checking the clock. Good job by Kittles, but he was able to drill it.
And that's what separates Kobe and Shaq from the rest of the league. Their ability to bail out a team that is up against a shot clock that is just standing dead, and they can come up with spectacular plays one after another.
Bryant tries to get it back. No, it goes as Shaquille O'Neal comes through with his third field goal. He has 6 points. Bryant and Martin spinning his way.
Making the spectacular look routine on a consistent basis.
And the Nets staying with Martin on Bryant. Throws the jumper in his face.
The Lakers are backing off. You got to dribble at someone else's defender and then get a dribble handoff going.
Richie Hunter.
Come on, Kenyon. This is the NBA Finals. What you live for.
Fox passing on the 3 and takes it to the rim. By Mark. Kenyon's had a very difficult first half at both ends. Derek Fisher, Kobe Bryant in the backcourt. Fisher has regained the cup.
Starting to take matters into his own hand, Van Horn. Now, you got to get the same from Kerry Kittles.
With the snap and the facial.
Oh, my gosh. Down, Kobe. Down. You are going to get posterized time and time again. You got to come out and attack the guy who's coming at you. Absolutely, and they've lost their focus, their concentration, and determination. But Robert Horry continues to be outstanding.
Bryant, yes. Smooth the shot by Kobe.
But if somebody doesn't block Rick Fox off the offensive board on missed free throws, Fireshot's not going to have any hair on it.
Beautiful lead pass. The Lakers up by 10. Bryant, nice pass. Fox runs it in. So the Lakers lead 95-87. Rebound O'Neal. And here's Horry checking the clock. And instead of scoring, he looks to run it out. The Lakers are hearing it from this crowd as they take game 1. The big thing is not to go down 0-2 because the chances of coming back to win this series against the defending champions is slim to none. Marv? All right, Lewis, the officials, Bennett Salvatore, Steve Chevy, and Don Vaden. Only two teams, the 69 Celtics, the 77 Trailblazers, have ever come back from a 2-0 deficit to win the NBA Finals. Kobe Bryant over Kerry Kittles. Kobe would like to get going. Only 6 of 16 from the field in game number 1. Challengers Kenyon Martin.
Kenyon Martin has to be very careful.
Beautiful look-away pass. The shot rejected by Bryant. I think that Gary Vitti was saying it in a positive manner. Kobe Bryant able to spin his way, and the Lakers now lead 17-9. Here's Bryant off the steal. Kobe Bryant getting that deflection and extends to a 10-point Laker lead. Lakers able to keep it alive. Bryant from Kobe with his 5th field goal is 10 points. Lakers 42, the Nets 33. Color had that one big ball game, game 2 of the finals against the 76ers. Robert Horry, the Nets shooting only 28% from the field, but they are within 6 points. Let's go to Jim.
All right, with Kobe Bryant, 11 points. Kobe, did they draw any blood? Are you all right? What happened on that play?
No, I'm all right. I'm all right. Little elbow didn't hurt.
They only shot 29%, the Nets, in the first half. They're just 6 points behind. Are you concerned that they shot so poorly and they're still in the ballgame?
Not really. I mean, we just continue to play our game. You know, if they start making shots, we'll have to make adjustments. But the most important thing is the rebound of basketball.
You talked about boredom after the first game. Is this more of a challenge here for the Lakers tonight?
Yeah, man, they're all challenging games. Once you get to the finals, it's all, you know, it's all a big challenge. And it's a matter of coming out the second half, executing our offense, taking care of the basketball, taking smart shots, and hopefully we'll win the game.
Kobe, thank you for your time.
All right.
He had a response. He says, the more you complain, the more not dominant I will become. All of this will do nothing. As he will go to the foul line once again on that dunk.
Los Angeles' offense is so beautiful. The splits on the ball on the strong side, over the top. Kobe Bryant able to beat. They don't stop. Lakers open up a 10-point lead. Bryant for three. 16 points for Kobe Bryant. The Lakers lead by 11. Collins fell down. He felt he was pushed.
He's wearing them out. He's not getting worn down.
Bryant, yes, from downtown. 21 points for Kobe Bryant. The Lakers just working around in no hurry now. Bryant again from way out. Three for Kobe, who gave us that Michael Jordan slumming. Final seconds. Johnny Marshall just checked in. Is not able to hit. So the Lakers win this one going away. Led by as many as 20. The Nets got back into it. But as we've been saying, you never have the feeling that it was a ball game.
The Lakers, they're really good.
Todd McCullough and Shaquille O'Neal on the opening tip, controlled by the Nets.
That is the biggest lead of the series. The job for Los Angeles is to crush the spirit, the hopes, and the dreams of the Nets.
Fox for three. And suddenly, the Lakers are hitting the three-point shot. They have not been a good three-point shooting team. And Kobe Bryant with his first field goal. Kobe coming off of 9 for 15, 24 points, 3 of 3 from downtown in game 2. So the Lakers with the 1-point lead. Shaquille O'Neal, so that is his third field goal. The steal by Bryant. And Kobe on the breakaway.
That's what they don't want to do. Turn it over. They get the rebound, then turn it over. Bad news.
Now Bryant looking to post up. Bryant. What a move by Kobe Bryant, who drew the double team. Pat Riley, who has 155 playoff wins. Here's Brian Shaw, who just checked in.
Well, with this group on the floor and no Shaq, this is a chance for New Jersey to try to get back in it.
Bryant able to hit, so Kobe with his 5th field goal. He has 12 points.
And with Shaq on the bench, Kobe said, look, I'm taking over this thing. He has not had a lot of opportunities because of the brilliance of Shaq in games 1 and 2. But he's made 2 shots in this run. One from the dead right corner and that one. There's just absolutely no defense. Maybe Dave DeBusschere could have stopped that play.
This is Kobe's time, so you got to keep him in front of you. They don't.
Bryant able to find O'Neal in the ring post-fight last night, talking with Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis. Kobe Bryant coming from behind to reject Jason Kidd.
Take their hopes or dreams away.
All right, Bryant. Kobe Bryant, he has 16 points. Here's Fox putting the move on Van Horn. Bryant for 3. Kobe Bryant from downtown. He has 19. The Lakers have opened up a 10-point lead.
The same as Game 7. Our pregame meeting with Kobe. So focused, so sharp, so concentrated. Nothing's getting by this guy tonight.
Here's Bryant. Beautiful move. Kobe hits on the runner. He now has 21 points. Shot clock to 5. Kobe. Oh, nice step back move by Kobe Bryant, who nearly landed on the New Jersey bench. Bryant. Kobe Bryant with 28. 4 minutes gone by. And the 4th. There's Bryant. Beautiful move by Bryant, whipping by Kidd.
But to to see the domination on that last graphic of New Jersey killing the Lakers points in the paint.
Kobe. Running hook by Kobe Bryant, who now has 32 points. The net lead is down to 3.
Kobe Bryant had just taken this game over by himself, forcing Byron Scott to take a timeout. Phil Jackson's gamble pays off as Kobe Bryant just comes right in, the little elbow to the face of Jason Kidd, gives himself the opportunity. The Lakers cut it to 3. Are the Nets going to be able to respond?
Bryant played on a switch by Martin. Shot clock down to 1. Bryant, yes! Kobe Bryant with the shot clock at 1 is able to drill it. And the Lakers showing poise and confidence and taking a 100-96 lead.
And against the Lakers, who play so well from behind, you have to continue to keep offensive pressure on them. Watch the defense of Kenyon Martin. Watch where his hand goes as Kobe lets this go. Right in his face. Watch that hand.
Team. Kittle's trying to steal. Bryant, yes! Kobe Bryant extends to a 104-100 lead. So Kobe has 36, continuing his sensational play.
He has played so much better on the road in the playoffs this year. He lost his ball team maybe 5 times before he finally made an unbelievable shot.
That's why you don't play it out, because he is so big in these situations. Look at the Nets are all over the ball, and yet once he gets it, he's under control, and that's money.
Fox hits on both. 3-point lead. Kidd, they didn't realize they had the foul again. Kidd gets it off. And the Lakers have defeated the Nets. 106-103. A heartbreaking loss for the Nets, for the Lakers. Another illustration of how well they face the pressure, in particular on the road in the postseason.
Jason Kidd seems to have this entire situation in perspective. He calls his current Laker team with 2 championships. He compares them to a mansion, and he said by adding a 3rd championship, it would be like adding another wing to the mansion. As for the Nets, he says, Kidd says that they have just laid the foundation, a foundation that will not allow to crack because of the disappointment here in this championship experience.
Fisher picked up on the switch. Bryant. Soaring to the rim.
Throw down. One time, throw down Kobe Bryant. Yeah.
Here's Fisher. And Jefferson has a 3-on-1. Patrick goes to Jefferson. The pass slightly off.
Robert always got to wake up.
O'Neal. Well, Shaquille remaining in the front court. Fisher wide open. Yes. So the Nets now lead 34-25.
And I'm sure you're enjoying the game, even though the series isn't turning out how you would have wanted. Thanks for taking the time.
Okay, it's a pleasure, and I think the Nets will put on a good show today.
All right. Mark, back to you. Kobe Bryant on the basket.
Yeah, what a shot by Kobe. Aaron Williams draws the foul. Here's Kobe with the head fake. And he heads to the line. I think Steve Jones, a one-time prolific ABA scorer, would like to see those records transferred for NBA credit. Here's Devin George with the open shot. And he is showing more confidence. And this would be 3 if the Lakers win the Lakers. Conclude matters against the Nets. Rick Fox from downtown.
Well, the backcourt hasn't scored here in the 3rd quarter.
Here's Bryant. So much for that stat. The Nets do not want this to be their final quarter of the season. Trying to prevent the sweep. Lakers hoping to wrap it. Bryant from downtown. They have missed their last 4. They're now 10 of 18 from beyond that 3-point line, and the game is tied at 87.
But the Lakers are hit. The Nets can't trade baskets.
And that's what they're doing right
here. Kobe Bryant again. The Lakers lead 94-91, and Kobe has turned it in this fourth quarter. Byron Scott takes a timeout.
You tower over him, you're stronger. Play back to the basket there.
Bryant, yes. So Kobe Bryant turning it up a notch once again in the fourth quarter. 21 points for Kobe, along with 7 assists. Bryant taking it to the rim. There were no stops here.
None.
The last few minutes by the Nets. And the Lakers lead 104-95. New Jersey calls for time with 3:32 to go in the fourth quarter. The Lakers gunning for a third straight NBA title, looking to make it a sweep. Coming up on a minute and a half remaining in this New Jersey Net season. A Net team that went 52-30 during the regular season. Best record in the Eastern Conference. But the Lakers are on their way to a sweep. 33 points for Shaquille.
Stop lagging. Start winning. Visit exitlag.com and discover a new world of gaming.
Subukan ang kapeng-kapeng sarap at aroma ng Nescafe Original.
O'Neal is fouled by McCullough.
Crowd didn't appreciate that little extra face cream from Kobe. Oh, come on. But then you hear him going, don't you? What do you think those booze are for? What's wrong with that? He plays until it's over. This is the home team getting smacked here. That's what's wrong with that.
The Los Angeles Lakers have made it 3 straight NBA championships. They wrap it up in the 4-game sweep by beating the Nets 113-107. Kobe Bryant coming up big in the fourth quarter. 11 of his 25 in the fourth. Shaq, 34 points, 10 rebounds. Kenyon Martin leading the Nets with 35 and 11.
And now to present this year's Larry O'Brien Award, the commissioner of the NBA, David Stern. Thanks, Ahmad. The New Jersey Nets had a terrific year, and congratulations to New Jersey and their fans. But there can only be one champion, and we have a worthy one. There was a triple crown this year, but it was the Los Angeles Lakers. They are potentially a team for the ages as they get better before our very eyes. Congratulations to the Lakers, the city of Los Angeles, their coaching staff, their ownership, and in particular, Dr. Jerry Buss, who's owned the team for 23 years and has been in 12 championship series. Dr. Buss, 8 championships, 3 in a row. You had to be proud of this particular ball game.
I'm very, very proud of it. You know, when you win a lot of championships back in the 80s, you wonder if that's ever going to repeat in your life. To build another championship team like this, I'm so proud of these guys, I can't even tell you. The fans in LA, I wish every one of them could be here at this moment. It's just a shame we couldn't win it on our own home floor. But I know everybody's watching. We love you, that team loves you, and keep supporting us.
Welcome back to the comment section. I'm Brett Cooper. So earlier this week, I reacted to a TikTok video for a YouTube short. No wonder guys are fed up with dating. The more time I spend online, the more I'm like, oh, yeah, because girls like this exist. If it's not the right person, that's fine. Move on. No harm, no foul. But then if you keep coming back and you play these games, you're never gonna find someone. I'm really sorry. Just be straight up with them, move on. And it was quick and easy. I didn't really think much of it. Somebody on my team sent it to me and I was like, this is funny. Pulled a couple comments. You guys know the drill. But then this week, I saw the video all over my Twitter, and I realized that it had started this huge debate and conversation about dating. And even though I stand by part of the quick assumption and the quick points that I made in that reaction video, I definitely think that it warrants a much longer video because of how much people are talking about it online. And contrary to my initial impression of the video, I think it's a bit more complex than I initially thought. But before we get into it, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and ring that notification bell so that you never miss a comment section or off the clock episode. All right, so this is the video that I reacted to, the specific version with the guy also reacting to the original video. So this is not the original, but this is the one that I reacted to.
I recently was going on dates with a man and nice guy, good guy, treated me well.
That is good.
But
damn, there's a but. Why is there always a but?
But once I realized that he was not my husband, because I'm only looking for husband energy at the moment, I ended things with him.
Subscribe on the back. These days, being a good and nice man is not enough anymore. You have to be Duracell battery too and bring energy.
Anyways, I sent him a text, told him that I didn't see it going any further.
Lady, you are hungry. The Lord served you with a good, well-cooked chicken, and you decided not to eat it because of the chicken's energy. You will starve.
He agreed. He said that he didn't think that he could make me happy. And while I appreciate that, it was a very kind response, he didn't even try. I can be manipulated. I will listen to you.
Now, obviously, the comments did not hold back. Nobody was happy with this girl whatsoever. Again, her face is literally plastered everywhere. Somebody said the guy dodged bullets, Matrix style. Somebody else said he didn't try because he knows better, good on him. Another person said, I don't feel like I could make you happy, translates to, I don't have the patience to deal with somebody like you. And another person said he knows his value, good for him. And yes, all of those comments are true. And like I said, I stand by what I originally said in the reaction, because obviously this is a bit cringe, and the guy who did the reaction that I reacted to made some excellent points through his humor. Like, the guy did nothing wrong in walking away. This was not some coy game of cat and mouse that they were playing. Like, in another video, she said that they had only gone on a few dates, and in one of their last conversations, it was pretty much established by both of them that they had things that did not align. They didn't really want the same things, so she wanted to send a last text for closure. He respected that. He knows his worth. He is not going to chase after something that has explicitly told him she is not interested. And that is something that she obviously needs to learn, and whether she was making a joke about it or not, we're going to discuss later. But this guy was not in the wrong at all. And guys, you should not chase after something that is explicitly told you no, because that's not good for you either. Same for girls. Don't do it. If they tell you they don't want you, it's probably better that you just move on.
You see, that's what you have to do. You have to use your mind.
And that whole line about her being able to be manipulated and her wanting him to try and text her back, like, I think that's really a joke. She did an entire video saying, no, I was just, like, being sarcastic and dramatic. I didn't actually think that that is what was going to happen. It was a joke. But obviously, the modern dating landscape is filled with people who just want to play games and toy with people's emotions, so it obviously could be read into a little more, but I don't know. Anyway, like I said earlier, this also blew up on Twitter. Here's one of the posts: play stupid games, win stupid prizes. It has over 1 million views. Now, let's watch the video without the guy's interjections, just all the way through so we're all on the same page.
I recently was going on dates with a man, and nice guy, good guy, treated me well. But
libre ra mga andoy. Bisag usahay kuwang. Bisag usahay bitin.
once I realized that he was not my husband, because I'm only looking for husband energy at the moment, I ended things with him and I sent him a text, because like it wasn't that serious, you know, I didn't feel like I needed to do it in person. Anyways, I sent him a text, told him that I didn't see it going any further, and he agreed. He said that he didn't think that he could make me happy. And while I appreciate that, it was a very kind response, he didn't even try. He didn't even try and say that he like wanted to change, that he wanted to like whatever. Like, I can be manipulated. I will listen to you. But you didn't even try.
Again, I honestly think it's a joke. The hand motions, when girls do this on TikTok, it's a joke. You didn't even try. That's a joke. That's like girls being dramatic. It's them wanting clicks. I actually don't think it was that serious. But anyway, basically the point I'm trying to make here is that I think that there is a story under the surface that we need to consider. Kind of like how there's a story under the surface of Making a Murderer that we need to consider. As you all might have heard by now, Candace has been working on a new 10-part series convicting a murderer that you do not want to miss. And I'll admit, I did not watch Making a Murderer when it first came out, so I'm a little late to the party, but now I am absolutely fascinated fascinated by this case after listening to Candace break it down. Making a Murderer gave one side of the story, but now Candace Owens is digging up key pieces of information that were omitted. She set out to uncover the truth, and she always does. And the end result is a new 10-part series right here on Daily Wire Plus titled Convicting a Murderer, and I am stoked to show you the world premiere of the trailer.
This is a collect call from
Steve.
an inmate at the Calumet County Jail.
The man served 18 years in prison until DNA evidence cleared his name.
The Two Rivers man was convicted of sexual assault in 1985, but exonerated with DNA evidence in 2003.
So this is the infamous Avery lot?
Now, 2 years later, he again finds himself tied to a police investigation.
Accused of murdering Teresa Halbach on the Avery property.
Stephen Avery's 16-year-old nephew admitted his involvement in the rape and murder of Teresa Halbach.
The car is discovered just around the bend.
It was just this worldwide phenomenon.
I think they framed this guy.
I think he intended to crush the vehicle, but ran out of time.
Avery thinks the $36 million lawsuit he filed is why he's being targeted in this investigation.
Do we have Steve Avery in custody?
Netflix made millions of dollars from making a murderer, but the filmmakers left out very important details, mountains of evidence that you have not yet seen. The blood vial.
The most egregious manipulation from the movie.
Interrogations.
That's when he started beating me because I told him that he's sick.
Cell phones.
And I saw melted plastic parts of a cell phone.
Interviews.
Her arms were pinned behind her head.
They made Stephen Avery look like a victim.
You don't believe your brother's guilty?
I don't know if I'm a suspect. I got nothing to hide.
I'm getting sick and tired of media deception.
Evidence piling up.
Why would they omit so many different things?
Why are you editing my testimony?
I am not going to make the same mistake that the filmmakers did.
Rearranging the testimony. They delete a portion of it at the end.
How could they claim to care about the truth?
They all know that Stephen Avery committed this crime.
The evidence forces me to conclude that you are the most dangerous individual ever to set foot in this courtroom.
To get the rest of the story, you'll have to watch Convicting a Murderer coming to you this September. So join now at dailywire.com/subscribe to get 25% off your new annual membership so that you can watch Convicting a Murderer when it premieres. And trust me, you do not want to miss this. Somebody commented and said, dude, I don't think I can make you happy. I'm unhappy because the dude didn't do things to try to make me happy. Dude, mic drop.
And that's how it's done.
Actually is kind of a baller move on his part. Somebody else said, I don't see the value in you, but chase me and waste our time. Yikes. Somebody else said, he can't make her happy as man speak, for she is too high maintenance physically, emotionally, or financially for him. Maybe all three. Again, people are not holding back. Somebody else said, girl, you get what you put out. The hoping that he would beg and chase is just for your ego. Which usually, yeah, that is the case for a lot of women. You said you already knew he wasn't husband material, so what is the problem? But then there was a whole turn of events because I wasn't really caring at this point. I was just reading the comments. I was like, yeah, okay, everybody hates this girl, whatever. But then I started seeing people defend her and defend the situation, which never happens on Twitter. Like, I'm not trying to be some feminist or anything, but the current discourse on Twitter has been a lot of anti-woman recently. Like, that's just basically what's been going on. And there are very few circumstances where girls in these situations are actually defended by both men and women. So I was shocked.
Nah, it seems like it makes sense, but it doesn't.
So I read some of these comments, and one person said, women want to at least feel like they are being pursued. It's really that simple, guys. That is how low the bar is. If you stop at the first rejection, then serious, not going to make it energy. It really is circumstantial, and I think it, comes down to the level of rejection and how long you guys have been seeing each other, but you guys, I hope, get the point. And also, we have to consider that this guy also wasn't interested in her and didn't really want to pursue her. Like, based on what she said in the other videos, they had already had this conversation and established that they weren't really right for each other. It seems like it was mutual, and again, not that big of a deal. Somebody else said nothing wrong with what she's saying. And then this was the most interesting one that made me stop for a minute, and I rewatched the video, and I had a little bit more empathy for her, especially after going back and watching old videos of her. Like, I did a deep dive on this chick. But this person said, Gen Z speak is hard to understand sometimes, so let me translate. She wants a husband. She's dating with an end goal in mind and isn't interested in wasting her time. She was dating a guy and saw it wasn't going anywhere, so she kindly let him go. She is cool with letting him go and appreciates his honesty, but at the same time, she's frustrated by the lack of effort on his part, either in the relationship.
Gandang swak sa budget on Shopee Beauty when you check out new and exclusive products. And enjoy discount vouchers. May free shipping pa araw-araw.
relationship or towards the end. She's a 21st century woman with a 20th century mindset. She wants to be pursued. She wants a man who thinks that she is worth the chase and has the motivation to move his feet. She wants a man who wants what she wants, which is to be married. She's not asking for too much, but in this current dating culture, she is asking for a lot. The standard she set is the bare minimum, but she is struggling to find a man who can meet it. She is disappointed. She had hope, but now she has to start over. And I think that was the most important line to me, is that she had hope, but now she has to start over. Because I think all of this is just pent up frustration, especially that line, she's cool with letting him go and appreciates his honesty, but at the same time she's frustrated by the lack of effort on his part, or maybe she's frustrated because of other things in their conversations. She's, frustrated that it didn't work out, and a lot of people were pinpointing that and saying, like, no, obviously this isn't it, because she wants to let him go, but then you're also saying she's frustrated. Like, you can know that somebody isn't right for you and still be sad that it didn't work out, because you want the relationship, you want the partnership, and maybe there's a part of that person that you like, but you just know that it's not right and she's doing the right thing and letting him go. Like, both things can be the same. There were so many comments being like, no, this is so wrong because of that one line. It's like, guys, have you never loved somebody and let them go? Like, come on. And I do think overall that this analysis is a bit charitable, because again, the manipulative part, it's like, I don't know how much to read into it, but I think there was a lot of truth there. Another person replied and said she held out hope that he'd decide to bring the husband energy and shift the trajectory of the relationship when faced with losing her. She doesn't realize that she was taking a huge gamble if that's what she wanted, essentially expecting him to read her mind, and lost. So that's somebody who thinks maybe she thought that if she kind of put out this ultimatum, like, we're moving on, maybe he would try. But again, because she literally said in a video that they had already established in person with a conversation that they weren't right for each other, like, I don't really think that is what she's doing. Now, like I told you guys, I looked back at this girl's account, I watched some of her older videos, and apparently this spring she got out of a long-term 5-year relationship. She's trying to date with intention because she does want to get married. I mean, she was heartbroken. Like, there was a whole couple of weeks where all of her videos were crying, so sad that she had wasted 5 years of her life and it didn't work out, and so she wanted to get back in the dating scene to actually find a husband, because she knows she's getting older and she knows that she wants to get married. In my opinion, as a woman watching these videos, just trying to give some perspective, I think that she's hurt and she's sad that she's single, and even though she knew that this guy was probably not right for her, and he apparently also knew that she wasn't right for him, there's part of her that wishes that he was right, or that something would change after she sent that text. And that's not insane. Like, we can all be a little bit delusional. You can break something off and still be sad about it. That's why people go back to their exes. That's why people, keep talking after they're not talking anymore. It's life. It's complex. It's messy. It's not perfect. Things are not black and white all the time. Like so many people, I think she is probably fed up with the modern dating landscape, and she made a funny video that was, a little bit over dramatic, and, probably wanted a little bit of attention from people online because she's been documenting this breakup, and probably didn't think that there would be millions and millions of people on both TikTok and Twitter psychoanalyzing her and her breakup. Now, do women play games? Yes. Oh my God, they do, especially today. Do they often think that they can be excused from this bad behavior and not have any accountability for toying with men? Yes, we see that all the time, and it sucks, and guys, I'm sorry that you have to deal with that. But we do have to acknowledge that based on what we have seen, based on her videos, this girl was a lot more direct with this guy than most of the chicks we see online. Like, she didn't ghost him. That's the bare minimum. They had a conversation, mutually decided this probably wasn't it. She sent a closure text, hey, thank you so much, I know this really isn't going the right way. They ended, that's mature. That's being an adult. Whatever she did afterwards, that's her own BS that she's working through. That's her being dramatic, trying to make a joke because she is sad and single, like so many people out there, and she wishes that it actually had worked out. Now, if she posts some other videos in the future about toying with men and manipulating them, then I will happily take the L. I will come back. I will say that I was wrong. But right now, I'm trying to have a little bit of empathy for a girl that just went through a really, really hard breakup. Now, the last thing that I want to discuss from this video is her comment about husband energy, because I made a comment about that in my reaction video, and a lot of people were discussing it online and making fun of it. I definitely sort of made fun of it. Like, somebody on Twitter said, what the hell is husband energy? And initially, I also was thinking that's ridiculous. What is she saying? But then, as I was reading all this stuff on Twitter this week and I was thinking about it, I don't think that I should have said that. Like, I don't think that energy is the right word. I think that's a bit superficial. It feels like vibes to me. Like, the moment I hear that, I'm like, ugh, that's like weird. I don't like that. But I think what she was trying to express was husband material. And as a woman, I am telling you that we can sense that in a guy. Like, obviously, there are exceptions. Maybe you're teenagers, you don't know what this guy's gonna be like in 5 years. You have no idea what he's gonna be doing in 5 years. You just, you're young, you have no idea, things like that. But for women who are, at a place where they want to get married, they're dating with intention, they are looking for confidence and emotional stability and kindness and generosity and leadership. And to me, that is husband energy. And a guy can be nice and respectful and treat you well, just like the guy in this, alleged story, and still not have husband energy. Like, I met a lot of super sweet, super nice, fun guys at UCLA at college, but they were all playing around. They weren't actually serious. They didn't really want to get married. They had no idea what they were going to do with their life. They were like running around with a bunch of girls, even though they were also nice to me. I was not expecting them to have husband energy. They were frat guys. Like, a guy can be nice and still not be at that level. And just like the girl in that video expressed, you can usually tell that pretty quickly. Like, she only went on a few dates with this guy. Like Sophia Richie, who is the it girl online right now. Her, wedding went viral this spring. I've talked about her before. She's bringing back, classy fashion and all that stuff. She just gave an interview about the early stages of her relationship with her husband, Elliot Grange, and she said, it was a feeling of safety. It was the feeling of really being appreciated. I knew when we started dating that he was my husband. It wasn't a, do you think one day he will propose? It was like, this is my husband, 100%. I felt this love for him that I had never felt ever in my life. Sometimes you just kind of know. Like, maybe it is an energy. It's a sense of security, of safety, again, of that leadership and that stability. And obviously, for women who are not wanting a serious relationship yet, or maybe they're not ready for marriage, this might not be as important, and that is totally fine. You can date whoever you want. I am not, the morality police here. But in that video that we are discussing, I think what we saw was two people who were in different stages of life, maybe value different things, wanted different things, and they handled it like adults. And because the girl made a joke, probably because she's hurt and she's lonely and she's on TikTok and wants attention, we all sat around picking her apart, including me. Like, hopefully this at least provides some insight into the female brain and offers a little bit more empathy than I initially did, because I've been there, and I don't think what she said is as serious as the people on Twitter were trying to make it out to be. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the comment section and that you maybe even learned something new. If you have not already, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and of course,